If you don't start those habits in your 20s, you will definitely regret it. And here's why. Okay, so we all have certain habits. Some are good and some are bad. And without judging anyone, I'd say people in their 20s usually on the side of having more bad ones. Of course, there are exceptions, but I think that's a small percentage. So if there's anything you can do now to prepare yourself for a successful and fulfilled life, it's your habits. The things you do every single day. The way you act, the way you perceive the world around you. And even though those things seem small at first, they have a tremendous impact in the long run. Okay, so those are the habits that I personally found most valuable and powerful in my 20s. I'm so happy to have started them so early. They definitely transformed my life. So the first one, don't care what others think about you. And not only don't care, don't give a shit. Most people realize this way too late in their life. They get in their 50s and live an average, unfulfilled life, wishing they would have pursued their dream of becoming an athlete, a film director, or starting a business when they were young. And what's the reason why they didn't do it? Well, they were worried what their friends and family would think about them. But then they realized most of those people are not even relevant in their lives anymore. So first of all, humans are crazy self-focused. They want all attention on themselves. They are interested in nothing but their own life. You might argument now that's not always true, but let's be honest. If we break it down, it's true. That's why you shouldn't worry what a stranger thinks about your neon pink dress that you almost didn't wear. I'll tell you, people probably don't even notice. They are too focused on themselves, and if they do, who cares what they think? You'll never see them again. Okay, but what about people that are close to you? People whose opinion you usually value? I think we were all in this situation. We wanted to ask this girl out or travel alone around the world, but didn't do it in the end because we were worried what our peers think about us. But you know what? They likely wouldn't even have cared at all. And if they did, why should another person judge about your life? You, and only you, should have permission to do that. Who gives a shit if your friends think you're crazy for moving to another country? Who cares if your parents think you should have rather become a doctor instead of comedian? Does this restrict you in any way? No, it doesn't. Think about your 80-year-old self sitting in a wheelchair and thinking back about your life. Now you're old, you can't move much anymore, and the largest part of your life is over. Would you regret not having done this crazy trip around the world because nobody of your friends joined you? Would you regret not having started your company because your parents didn't support you? Let's be absolutely honest, you wouldn't. You would be proud of yourself for having lived your life and not the life that others expected from you. By the way, I'm not telling you what to do, but for your own benefit, consider subscribing to my channel. Believe me, you won't regret it. But hey, totally up to you. Last year I was in a similar situation. It has always been my dream to move to the US and study there. I worked for years towards this goal, did plenty of exams, and wrote pages of applications. Well, finally I got accepted at 2 universities. I was so happy. Of course, all my family and friends too. But then I realized something. I wasn't that excited anymore about studying in the US. I realized that all the time it was more about achieving the goal itself than actually living the goal. So I made a hard decision. Instead, I'd start working on my own business and towards my new goals. The only thing, what would all people think about me? Wouldn't I be stupid to not take this chance of going to the US? Oh well, now I'm here in Thailand and pursuing my dreams. I'm able to build my dream life. And guess what? I didn't give a shit what people would think about me. I just did it because I knew I'm the only one who can judge about my life. And without that mind shift, I definitely wouldn't be here today. Okay, let's move on to the second habit. Don't blame anyone but yourself. And that's a big one. You might have maybe wished to be grown up in a different country, that you were rich, that you looked different, and so on. You maybe always felt as a victim. That changes if you take on responsibility for your life, because you have to understand that it's only you who is responsible for your life. There is no one to blame out there for your circumstances. You need to take on all responsibility. And if you do that and accept that everything is your fault, you realize that because of that, you're able to change everything. You can literally create your dream life. And you're the only one who can do that. If you don't like your job, switch careers. If you hate the bad weather in your town, move to another city with sun all year round. It's your choice. But never ever blame anyone else again for your circumstances. Believe me, this is probably the most important learning of my 20s. The next habit is an actual physical one. Read every single day. I always loved to learn new things and read books, but I never had the time for it. My day was full of other things that needed to get done. And in the end, I wouldn't get any further with my learning new things. So I started a simple yet effective habit. After waking up, I'd grab my book and read for 20 minutes. And that for every morning. And by doing that, I'm able to read 400% more than before. I don't have to think about reading, it's just happening every single day, just like waking up or brushing my teeth. And I'm literally looking forward to it every single day. So there are a couple of benefits. So apparently you learn about new things and gain new knowledge. That's great, because that's what we ultimately want. But there's another one. A study has shown that reading a few pages every day activates certain parts of your brain that increases memory recall and reduces the risk of dementia. So I'd highly recommend you give it a try. I also made an entire video on the reading habit, so if you're interested, make sure to check that out. Another habit that makes a huge difference is working out and living a healthy lifestyle. Let's be honest, everything gets irrelevant if you have health problems. You can get the greatest success, the best lifestyle and wonderful people around you, but you won't be able to enjoy your life if you have health problems. So we definitely want to avoid that. And the best way to do so is to keep your body fit and fuel it with what it needs. I'm not saying you have to go every day to the gym and eat only salad, but I think you get the point. And by regularly working out, you will also feel better, become more focused and disciplined. I think everyone going to the gym knows this amazing feeling of satisfaction after a workout. But not only that, it will also make you more confident. Being in a fit body just feels amazing and other people will notice your gain in confidence. You definitely don't have to become a bodybuilder. That's not what I'm saying. It's all about doing something good for your body. If you prefer any other sports, that's fine as well. But get your body moving as often as you can. That's the point here. So those are essentially my most impactful habits that I started in my 20s. So far at least. And I just want to let you know, I'm only 22. I definitely haven't figured out everything in life. There are still a lot of things that I have to work on. But those habits made a big change in my life and helped me to get where I am today. It helped me to be more fulfilled and enjoy life to the fullest. I'd say especially habit 1 and 2 had the most impact. But what about you? Are there any habits that you would see as crucial in your 20s? I'd definitely love to hear about it in the comments. Other than that, thanks for watching till the end of this video and don't forget to hit the subscribe button to not miss out any videos like that. Okay, that's it. Until then, see you in the next one.